In this video, we're going to be taking a look and a preview at the fish I'm going to be choosing out along with Colin for this week's Sunday Night Live show. This is where we host an auction on my exciting new platform over at stoddart.com, as well as me and Colin being there for the live show. Simultaneously on the platform, you get to follow along with the live chat and the live stream, all in one place as well. You can just tune in on YouTube if you want to watch along, but for the very best experience, you get yourself on the site, registered, costs nothing, and follow along all there on one device. We've worked really hard at this technology to make this work, and it's a great all-round experience. Follow the auctions, watch the live stream exactly as you wish to do, or chat along with the community. We're going to be choosing some fantastic fish today. It's a mix of fish that have actually got growing options where they get to stay with me and professionally grown on over the summer, raising them to extract every bit of that potential, and a whole host of Tosai and Nisai that are available to ship straight away. The whole thing's managed here on the platform as well, from shipping to payments. Once you're logged in and done, it's all handled there, and then you just need to make sure you get registered. Full details and information, anything you need, links will all be in the description. But for now, let's take a look at this phenomenal spread that I've got lined up from some top breeders. There's Sakai fish, there's Silto fish, you name it, and there's a Ginrin goshiki as well. My God, just look out for that. Right, so here we've got three excellent Akamatsuba I selected out recently when I did a selection in the pond of those I'm growing on. There is a in-depth video on the channel telling you all about these and the history of Otsuka and why his Akamatsuba, I believe, are the very best. These three stood out because they were also at the bigger end of the growth, but they've got all the quality to back it up as well. Right now we're where they're at. The coloration's not 100% there yet. We don't expect it at this age, but everything is sitting really nicely. Can see good potential for the Amime, Matsubamon coming through, and they're at a really good stage where they're not too dark, but they're very easy to predict where they're going to go in future. Heads are looking good, nice and clean. The big bit with these right now is the colour isn't fully there, but we don't expect it to at this age. Over the raising process, I'll slowly be lifting that up through diet and conditioning. But they're absolutely prime. These things grow so well, so quickly. They have done already. If you manage to watch back at that video, I will post a link as well. But I'm excited for where these three can head, and there's going to be a growing period included in these as well. So what you're actually buying is a Nisai and not what's in front of you right now. Right, next up, one of this year's special batches. Kano's Chagoi and Ginrin Chagoi line that he's created really got my attention. Not featured them heavily yet, but they've been sat here for quite a while. Now this line came from a crossing of the Sakai Mango Chagoi with the Marusei Ginrin Soragoi. It's just big genetics personified, and what they seem to have inherited is the colour and more than everything the body, because the body from that Sakai Chagoi line is something extraordinary. I saw some Nisai at his place, and the moment I saw that, I had to get my hands on some Tosai, and I did. The Ginrin Chagoi I have here are ones that from the very moment they arrived have been exceptionally bigger than the others. They've needed to come out of the pond with the others because they're causing a detrimental effect to the growth across the average rest of the batch. I see a great future in them. As you can see, they've got strong bodies, they're posturing really well, power in all the right places, superb coloration, but for a Ginrin Chagoi, more importantly, the consistent Ginrin across the whole fish. Again, with these two, growing option included, so what you are getting here is these fish push through to Nisai. It's going to be completely transformational, and I'm excited to see where these can head. Right, Cole's pick. Cole's choice, folks. Making me nervous, this. What are you going for, Cole? Cole's special choice entry for this week.
I'm gonna phone a friend or ask the audience.
Just don't upset me.
Golden corn, every time.
Oh, I said don't upset me. Which one? The one?
Yeah. You can't hang on to them forever.
Lead the way, lead the way. We'll need a bowl. That's down there, look. Happy days. That is, has it got better since we last looked at it? That is just ridiculous. It's breathtaking. So here I've got one of my absolute top golden corn. You're only getting a chance at this because I thought it was female. When I last checked, it's actually male, which I think actually adds another dimension to this, because male golden corn can grow equally as impressive. They can reach considerable sizes. I've had them here in the past. It's just right now where I'm at with pond space for growing on for another year, I'm sticking mainly to female fish because they fetch disproportionate value when they're bigger. But this one is so unique with that kind of a saggy base, the yellow kanoko on top, so well formed, and that absolutely insane head pattern is like nothing I've seen on one of these as well. Structurally, it's telling me there's plenty of growth. A Nisai at 54 cm, there's absolutely no doubt about that either. It's just a case of get this in the right environment, chuck the food down it, and it will absolutely go. Pigment in the fins really starting to lift up more at the minute as well. I believe there's plenty to come from that, and I don't think the kanoko on the body's finished yet either. This is absolutely top golden corn. Not many make it like this at this point. There's very little risk in it as well. I think it's probably going to be, say, best of luck on the bidding on that, because I think there'll be an absolute battle for it. Slow and steady wins the race, and you really can't beat a Sakai Sank. It's two words, when you see them together you can do nothing but get excited. This one I've raced through from a Tosai, really been conditioning it up over winter to see where the Sumi, where it went and how it played out, and just looking now at what it's done in that time frame, it's been remarkable. There's a piece on the shoulder that wasn't there previously that started to break through, that in my opinion is an absolute game changer. The qualities are there for all to see on this one. It's got a superb pattern. Structurally, it's very good. Even as a male fish, you're going to get a lot out of that. I've actually raised a Sakai male kohaku. In fact, I'll show you it in a minute. At 4 years old to 75 cm. They're just genetically superb. When it's got the right structure, they can go. They don't hold back. What you're going to get this, with it being male, is a lower starting bid and a chance here at a real quality fish. The Benny's already popping, but there's so much more pigment to come from it. We can see that in the scales. There's just so much improvement there to make this even better. Not that it's looking shabby at the minute, because it's not. It's absolutely popping. So this is the Sakai male kohaku I've raised here, from a 15 centimeter Tosai up to what it is right now, and that ain't no slouch. It's an absolute beast, and there's still more and more to come from it as well. Do not be put off. I've done so much content showing what male fish are capable of and the kind of collection you can build for a snip of the price versus females. You get the structure right, get the body right, away you go when they've got good genetics. Something a bit different now that has certainly been growing in popularity and awareness as well. It's not a variety you see a lot because they are so hard to produce. Very few breeders actually tackle it. Silto Fish Farm has been one of them. He's made a really interesting bloodline, as he always does, in his attempt to stabilise these and produce them as a variety. Yet numbers are so few. Only a small farm anyway. He's dedicated a lot to this. He's getting the result in that the colour, it's the right colour now. There's a couple of ways of identifying these. One with the scale line down the back, but the colour is very different to Beniki Kukuryu, which they can be confused with. It sits more as an intense orange, not red, not yellow. It's there right in between, and it's got all the traits. And what I like to see in these is cleanliness, great shine, very important, which it has. It's got a nice structure, like the flow of the pattern throughout the fish as well. It does need a bit more volume. The way we've been keeping these at the moment, they're prepared, ready for a new growing season. They've been on a period of no food after the growing period, but even saying that, it's looking very, very good. Backbone looks strong, and genetically these can grow well. The big thing Saito's done that these can struggle with is the body line, and this one ticks the boxes. The line on the belly's tight, the backbone's looking good, and it's got a great head shape. So, at first from this batch, I've delved right into the stash here. No one's had a chance at these yet. Mogami, Tosai, Showa, quite a formidable bloodline. He's been focusing heavily on his Showa production in the last few years. Now, interestingly, being a Dainichi Obikai, we've just presumed that would be the base of it, but these actually originate from a very special Ikarashi Kazuto bloodline. And we all know Ikarashi Kazuto's bloodlines itself were absolutely stooped in quality and longevity. Now, the nice thing about the Showa from Nogami, and Chika himself points this out, is that they're very beautiful from a young age. By that, what he means is they actually hold the sumi up quite well, and they're quite easy to read and where they're heading. Now, this example, I really like the body. It's carrying nice power throughout it. Now, most will look at this and think this is actually a bit too heavy. It could become too dark. That's really not the case. What happens with this, because it's got the growing service included in the final bid, growing at the right pace, everything will just stretch out, and small areas of shiroji will become more prominent. The sashi of the beni will tighten, sumi will refine. I can even see elements here within the sumi that will actually be areas of shiroji. With experience, you can map one of these out well. What I like, the sumi quality is showing really, really good signs. Motoguro, when we look, is already in a nice place. It's sat off the front ray, all signs of proper high quality. And the sumi itself is in two places where it's sat on beni, it's already well developed, and then in other areas it's sat down at the moment. That's just going to need time to develop through, but an exciting prospect for sure. Right, now this one, in my Saito stash. You may have seen these. Humbakoi recently come and did a video with me, the Saito goshikis. And there was one in there that day, was a true standout. You're going to get a chance at it today and leave it here as well for me to grow on to the end of the season. Now this is a real top example from that entire batch that I've got of the highest order in quality pattern. It just ticks so many boxes. It's in a peculiar place of development right now with the base colour, because what we can actually see, the head is showing the signs of the Kuro base potential. That's the black base. You really see what a difference that makes. The body has started to lighten. I think what's happening is it's in a part of the growing process where the sumi is actually falling back a bit, and it'll be over next autumn, winter, where that fully begins to come back. But then we look at that, the floating beni is superb, super clean. The balance of the pattern across the whole body is amazing. It's finished with that Maritain style head pattern, which is just delightful. Structurally looking very good as well. I had amazing success growing these for customers last year. The whole batch is doing well at the moment, but this is a top example, and it includes that growing period to take it through to Nisai with me as well. what's going to come out at the end of that, I think, is just going to be amazing. So we like to add balance to every Sunday Night Live show, so we're covering all bases and price points. And I've got 5 Tosai here from one of our favourite breeders, always super popular, Kodakoi Farm. I honestly don't know how he does it, but that's a lie. Was recently from Japan. I have figured out more how he does it, breeding so many weird and wonderful varieties to such a great level. And there's a quirky batch here, Pearl Ginrin Soragoi, Ginrin Showa, Deutsch Yamabuki Ogen, Ginrin Tancho Showa, and a Tancho Deutsch Ginrin goshiki. Wow, just a whole spread. Great Tosai to get in your pond and grow on over the summer, and just add a different variety into your pond. They always grow well. It's a really stable bloodline he's got across the board, and yeah, we just love the place. There we go, what a selection, and that is not them all. That's just a preview of some of the standout fish. As you can see, it's a very diverse mix, something for all pockets. The starting bids there from £50 upwards on them Koda Tosai, and on from there. The special lots have all got growing included in the final bid, so remember, what you're actually looking at there is not what you're going to end up getting. You're going to get a fully grown, professionally raised Nisai that should look the absolute nuts. So don't forget, if you want to take part, you can either just follow along with the live stream on YouTube, but the absolute best experience is to get yourself over on the platform, registered, and then there, all on one device, you can watch the live stream, chat with the community, and see what's happening with the auctions all on one screen. How's that for you? So don't forget, Sunday 7 p.m. is when it all starts. The auction listings are now live on the website, so you can get yourself over. We've got auto bid feature enabled on there as well. And don't forget, not every listing that's going to be available has been shown today. We keep a few back for those that do come and join on the night. I hope to see you there.